Bib 553, Lata representing Tamilnadu. Bib 178, Kavita representing Haryana. Bib 381, Ravina representing Maharashtra. Bib 388, Shruti representing Maharashtra. Bib 314, Riba George representing Kerala. Bib 649, Yashi representing Uttar Pradesh. Bib 319, Anju representing Kerala. Bib 514, Shushila representing Rajasthan. Bib 249, Sangamitra representing Jharkhand. Bib 241, Seema representing Himachal Pradesh.
I'm fairly sure that athletic lovers are in front of your television sets watching this live telecast of the fifth and the final morning of the 64th National Interstate Athletic Championships. We've starting off with the 10,000 meters. Get you the introduction out here. The first of them is 241 for you. Is Seema. The next one is 514 Sushila Prajapat. Next to her 178 in the center is Kavita from Haryana. So total of 13 starters. The national record, someone whom I've seen for a long time along with Kavita Raut. It used to be a duel between them. This is a wonderful sight. Early in the morning, a few prayers to the Almighty, seeking a little bit of support. So the lineup here in this 25 lap event, the 10,000 meters. Tejaswani NL of Karnataka, Sonia of Uttarakhand, Prachi Padiyar, Madhya Pradesh, Lata, Tamil Nadu, Ramini Patel of Madhya Pradesh is not reported, so she's not there listed earlier. Kavita representing Haryana, Ravina Gaikwad, Maharashtra, along with her compatriot Shushti Redekar, Reba George, Kerala, Yasi Sachin of Kerala, Sushila Prajapat of Rajasthan, Sangamitra Mahata of Jharkhand, and Seema Himachal Pradesh. Seema Himachal Pradesh is the girl, 32 minutes 14.66. She's the 2024 Asian Cross Country Champion, 6th at the 2025 Asian Championships, with 24 laps to go. They just started a few seconds ago. Seema perhaps might be the one who should be watched out for. This is the early lead. The bunch of the 12 of them separated by just one of the girls right in the front. This wonderful track out here. In the lead straight away is the Himachal girl, Seema, the experienced Seema personal best of 32 minutes 07.67. Her season's best is 32:14.66. She won the 5,000 meters as well. She's going in for the double. She's just come back from the United States earlier this year. And she's now a part of the national camp. Well, she's taken a mighty lead to start off with. That's the confidence that Seema has. The question is, does she have someone strong to push her in the end? She set a gentle pace. The way she's going right now, who knows, she might lap all of them at some stage. 23 to go. Very clearly, and she's off the picture frame. In fact, the leader is off the picture frame. There she is now, back again. The Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, a wonderful venue here. It's been virtually 3 decades plus, 1993. This stadium was inaugurated by the then Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narasimha Rao. Looking at these girls, the 10 kilometers, and this girl in particular, Seema, the 10 kilometers involves starting conservatively, which is what the others have done, but not this girl. To avoid going out too fast, maintaining a strong but a controlled effort in the middle sections, and then accelerating to give maximum effort in the final kilometer or two. The negative split, of course, running the second half faster than the first is achieved by controlling the effort and the pace. This girl has got all the experience. And the extremely important thing is to focus on your smooth technique. Use the well-timed warm-up which these girls have had, or these women have had, and then the proper race day nutrition. You don't have your junk food. She's a cool, wily customer, Seema. Even if someone really wants to break through the shackles and catch up with her, it is going to require a Herculean effort. The cool like a cucumber is Seema early in the morning. And for all these 12 starters, the evening would have been early to bed, early to rise. Some of the others who could be or could have been the favorites short of Seema 32 minutes 07.67. The closest that someone is coming to her is Kavita 33 minutes 35.57. The girl from Haryana, Kavita, the 2023 Open National silver medalist. All the others are 35 and 36 minutes against the 32 minutes of Seema. So this looks like a one-way traffic. All-time top girls, I've been consistently mentioning the two names, Prija Sridharan and Kavita Raut. Parul Chaudhary is not here. She's the third best, 2024. But the all-time best, Prija Sridharan, 31 minutes 50.57 at Guangzhou. in 2010. Kavita Raut, 31:51.54. She was the girl from Nasik who ran from the hills to come to Nasik for her training. And then a little later in life, after the 5,000 and the 10,000, along with the cross country, she also participated in the marathon. The half marathon in particular, Kavita Raut. Prija Sridharan, now a housewife back home in Kerala. She's very active on social media. Some of the others now trying to break through. The bunch now opening out, but this girl, Seema, with 19 laps to go, now approaching the home straight. We will have two more events after this, all parallelly. The women's heptathlon will start with the long jump and then the javelin throw for the women. Seema has already built a 300-meter lead. This girl, a 300-meter lead. Fascinating. The temperatures, it's been a bit cloudy. There have not been no rains. Yesterday around this time we came through some waterlogged roads. Some new shoes got spoilt. But that's the way life is. The bunch now opening out. And when you do talk of the race day strategy, you start slow like some of the others, but not this girl. This girl for sure didn't start slow. A normal common mistake that a lot of them do is to start fast. It's always recommended that you control your initial pace, even if you feel a surge of adrenaline. And the goal for all these girls is to run the first mile at a controlled effort. The other important factor is to find the pace for yourself. You got to aim for even the splits or slightly negative split, running the second half faster, and by controlling the heart rate, that's extremely important, and the effort, not just the pace. Where is Seema? Far end. She's at the far end. The 300-meter lead still persists. And very soon we will come to the middle section, which is approximately 5,000 meters. So that is a talk of 3 to 9 kilometers. You got to hold your race pace steady, the hard effort while maintaining the good rhythm. This girl surely has a good rhythm. And that all comes from the training that she has had, the experience which she has had, and the technique. Look at her lifting the feet and looking forward. Oh, I love this picture. Second following her is Ravina Gaikwad of Maharashtra. It makes easy for you to identify. Remember, they've got a number on the right of the shots there. Seema 14, listed 14. Ravina listed 7. Ravina Gaikwad, 2025 Maharashtra state champion. And her personal best is 36 minutes 29.6 in 2025, which is also the season's best. Absolutely cool like a cucumber. 16 to go for her. Just looking over the shoulder, she's got absolutely no worry. She's at the far end. As I said, it will not be far away when she laps one of them. The way she is running actually, she doesn't even require a strong finish. The qualifying mark for the World Championships, incidentally, which is the important factor, is 30 minutes 20.00. That should be within her grasp. I hope someone's telling her the regular splits that she's doing. Most athletes have a stopwatch or a clock. Yes, so the officials, I understand, do tell her, the leader, that there are 3 of them. Am I right? There are 2 of them. There are 2 of them who are feeding her with where she stands. The goal for this girl is Tokyo, a flight ticket to Tokyo. So she should be looking at 30 minutes 20.00. Right now she seems to be in command. This is a big moment for not only Seema but for us as a nation. Seems to be enjoying the morning run, Sunday morning run for Seema. Weeks and months of preparation. I'm sure she's got a wonderful mindset. Mentally very strong, and she's dealing beautifully with every stage. Ravina Gaikwad there. Wily girl, she's a slim girl. She too looks over her shoulder. She's doing well, she's running well. The 10,000 meters, these are some of the other girls behind. Yashi Sachan is the second of them, third of them, Uttar Pradesh. Anju Murukun of Kerala. Just going back to the all-time list, Prija Sridharan, Kavita Raut, Parul Chaudhary. Seema stands at number 4, 32:07.67, which is a personal best in 2024. So that was last year. There she laps one of the girls. She must be telling her, come on. How one wishes that Seema had a pace setter. I wonder whether that would have helped her cause. Mentally, she's got to pump herself so much because she knows that she has no competition. Ravina Gaikwad is doing a great job, but she's way, way behind. I can't even spot her. So she's now, here's this girl lapping one more. She's lapping the next of the girls. Sangamitra Mahata of Jharkhand. We've got 13 laps, and there's Ravina Gaikwad. She's not on a picture frame, but she just passed the end of the 100 meters or end of the track events, but this girl is just going on and on. The others, of course, in the 10,000 meters all time, Sanjeevani Jadhav. She's an active 5,000 and 10,000. She's not here. Likewise, Surya Loganathan, Ankita Dhyani, who's done well at the international level in the 5,000 and the 10,000. She was there at the national games with medals in her kitty. Seema now with the other two. Remember, the other two are not the leaders, they are a lap behind. This is the girl in number 2, Ravina Gaikwad. And then you got Swati Gadave, O.P. Jaisha, Kavita Yadav. These are the all-time list. The meet record here in the interstate is Prija Sridharan once again, 32, 36, 53. The defending champion is Sanjivini Jadhav of Maharashtra, 2024 at Panchkula, 33, 42.54. Seema with 12 to go. She's at the far side, the bend there. We've been going on now for 18 plus minutes. The longest track race, the 10,000 meters, the marathon is run outside the stadium. So the 10,000 meters becomes the longest track race. And we all know that the 10,000 meters race can actually be tracked way back to ancient Greece. What a picture this is of composure. The 7 athletes have held 2 Olympic 10,000 meters titles, 6 men and 1 woman. Ethiopia, as we all know, has proved the most successful Olympic country in the women's 10,000 meters with Terunish Dibaba, the great Terunish Dibaba, winning gold medals for a nation in the 2008 and 2012. We go back to 1966, where we're still looking at Seema, the leader, with 10 to go. The first pre-recognition women's 10,000 meters world record holder was the German runner Gertrude Schmidt, who ran 39 minutes 25 in 1966. We've come a long way since then. Ravina Gaikwad also lapping one of the others. And if you recollect, the other name which became very popular was Mary Decker Slaney of the United States. Between September 1993 and August 2016, the Chinese runner Wang Zuanhua held the world record 29 minutes 31.78. A bit of a jostling there. Seema continues to lap them. The current world record holder, for you who are statistically minded, is the Kenyan runner Beatrice Chebet. 28:54.12 May 2024. Ravina Gaikwad also comes from Nasik, like Kavita Raut. The city of the origin of the river Godavari at Trimbakeshwar. It's got some historic. Oh, where is she? Oh, she's gone off. She's gone off. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Did she set an early pace? That's the question. With about 9 laps to go, she's decided to call it a day. So 3-2-4-1. This is the leader now. So this could be her race. Very unfortunate. All the accolades that we did speak about Seema. Well, this is the girl that we will now have to concentrate on. And suddenly we find a twist in the tail of the 10,000 meters. And Ravina might add a gold to the silver which she won in the 5,000 meters. She's not looking, I suppose, at 30 minutes 20.00, but a gold for her at this stage. We still have 8 laps to go. Seema has gone across to the far side of your picture frame, having a chat with her coach. To me, this is one of the unfortunate moments of the final day. She was running so well, wasn't she? This is what sports are all about. Right on top and then down. And down with all the experience that Seema has. She's 24 years old, 10th of Jan 2001, Himachal Pradesh. Well, we certainly will talk about this. Seema will now pack her bags. She won the 5,000 meters, didn't she? It was Seema won, this girl there, 181. A 381 correction. Ravina Gaikwad of Maharashtra won a silver in the 5,000 meters. 7 laps for her, 7 laps from here on. Seema, of course, will have to wait here till the entire event is finished before she goes off with the others. We're just going back to some of the historical facts about the 10,000 meters. Some of the greatest men names have been Paavo Nurmi of Finland, Emil Satopak, Lasse Viren, Paavo Nurmi, Finland, Emil Satopak, Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic now, Lasse Viren, Finland, Haile Gebrselassie, Ethiopia, Kenenisi Bekele, and the British runner Mo Farah. But this is the leader of the women's 10,000 meters, Ravina Gaikwad. The notable 10,000 meters women's runners include the 3-time Olympic medalist, including the 2-time champion Tirunish Dibaba, the 2-time medalist Vivian Chiruoit, and the current Olympic champion Sifan Hassan. Sifan Hassan, remember, you won 3 medals in 3 different events at the Paris Olympic Games. Ravina Gaikwad, there the number 7 on her shorts. Now the leader after Seema dropped out. Most runners normally employ a very steady pace to conserve the energy for the final few laps. We have 6 laps to go. That makes it 2,400 meters approximately. In fact, now short of 2,400. Most of the other runners except Seema stayed with the pack, and they did all of that because they were expected to pace and also help the wind resistance. We also see sometimes the runners temporarily increase their speed to break away. This girl did that, Ravina Gaikwad, from the pack, and then test the endurance of the fellow competitors. When we do come to the final lap, which is about 5 laps away, then you get the kick. The kick will start coming virtually with a lap or more to go. They use their remaining energy because you've consumed a lot of the energy. We have gone past the middle laps. We are now approaching the final laps. We still 5 to go. So that's this girl, 5 to go. She has already broken away from the rest of the pack. She'll have to make sure that she hangs on. The final lap for this girl will begin with the kick, with the word which is used predominantly in the longer part of the races. The prolonged sprint at the final stage to get those extra seconds in your favor. And it is at that stage, as I said earlier as well, that they consume all the remaining energy to, when you are on the verge of crossing the finishing line. It's been fair weather conditions out here. At the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium with 4 laps remaining. The other events to get underway, in fact, would be the long jump for the heptathlon at 0715. So that's about 13 minutes away. That's going to be the 5th event in the heptathlon. Anamika, the leader after 4 events. Anamika, the leader in the heptathlon with 3,270, but this is the leader of the women's 10,000 meters, Ravina Gaikwad. Anamika, the leader after the 4 events yesterday, which were the 100 hurdles, the high jump, the shot put, and the 200. Today we will have the long jump, the javelin, and then we'll finish off in the evening with the 800 meters run. We got 3 laps to go in the women's 10,000 meters. The second place in the women's heptathlon after 4 events is Deepika. The 2 girls, Anamika and Deepika, are both products of the institute, the Inspire Institute of Sports, that's the GSW. Both young girls. Sonu Kumari of Haryana 3003. The difference between Anamika and Deepika is 240 points. Here's the leader in the women's 10,000 meters. Yes, she is a wily girl. This girl, she'll be happy to win her second medal of the 64th National Interstate Athletic Championships. Her name will be etched in the list which our colleague and friend Rama Murli Krishnan gives us. Ravina Gaikwad. And we're just going back to Nasik. It's also, as I said, historical. The Sita Gufa, the Pandav caves, and of course it's also the center of the Regiment of Artillery and the AAD, the Army Aviation. And Nasik also is the gateway to the famous shrine of Shirdi. Ahmednagar close by, historical Pune on the triangle. And we're now into the final lap for this girl, Ravina Gaikwad. The final lap for her. She's on here to pass the 33-minute mark. The timing, obviously, at this stage for Ravina Gaikwad, she might better her own timing of 36 minutes 29.6, which incidentally is a season's best in 2025. Ravina Gaikwad, the 10th of October 2004, 21 years old. There she is. The kick has now started. The kick now at the home straight for Ravina Gaikwad. And she is romping home now to take the women's 10,000 meters on the final morning here, winning here in consummate ease. The others will continue to follow. We will wait for a fair bit of time because the others have been lapped once or even twice. Wait for the official confirmation. So she has bettered her own mark, 35:09.57. Her earlier mark was 36:29.6. So there's the winner with the others who will continue to follow here in the women's 10,000 meters.
ಮಾಡಾಕು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಹಾಂ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡು ಫಸ್ಟು ಹಾಂ Hal check. Okay. Hal. Hal. Check. Check. Hal. Check. Check. So. Here. Yeah. Hello.
So, early this morning, everyone on a Sunday gets up very late. I'm sure you got up a bit early, particularly the fans of track and field. And a Sunday morning to start off with the grueling 10,000 meters. I keep on saying the longest in the track. Started off with Seema, who's just back from the United States, leading for a fair bit of time, and then ultimately calling it off. But this girl to my right, Ravina Gaikwad, going on to win the second medal for herself in the women's 10,000 meters. We will. There is a bit of a audio there, but I'm sure I'm loud enough, and I'm going to request Ravina थोड़ा सा जो बात करे. रवीना 5,000 आप जीती थी और अब 10,000 में गोल्ड मिला, 5,000 में सिल्वर मिला था. शुरुआत सीमा ने बहुत अच्छी की थी, वो अब अमेरिका से आई है. आपको क्या लगा था कि नहीं मुझे वापस सिल्वर मिलेगा?
हाँ शायद लगा था, लेकिन उसने तो के भी बहुत थी, लेकिन मैं चैंपियन थी इसलिए मैंने कंप्लीट किया.
तो ये बताओ कि 5,000 में आपका जो स्ट्रैटेजी और 10,000 में क्या फ़र्क था?
5,000 शाम को हुई थी और हीट भी बहुत क्लाइमेट हीट था, इसलिए नहीं हुआ. आज की रेस सुबह हुई, इसलिए हीट भी कम, क्लाइमेट अच्छा था.
We will take a short break out here, or in fact there is an introduction, is it, for the heptathlon? But no, we are not taking a break. We'll continue to chat with रवीना. आप कह रही थी कि वो शाम को ही थी सवेरे, दोनों में था?
क्लाइमेट का फर्क था, उस दिन बहुत हीट थी, आज यानी कि कूल था, ठंडा.
तो अगर आप देखेंगे 35 मिनट्स 09.57 आपका पहले का जो पर्सनल बेस्ट 36:29.6 था. बेटर किया आपने, अच्छा लग रहा है? बिल्कुल
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. मेरा इंटरेस्ट था, इस ऑल इंडिया खेली थी, आज मैंने गोल्ड आया तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है.
ये जो इवेंट है हमेशा हम देखते हैं कि अफ्रीका हैं, इथियोपिया के एथलीट्स जो है या मोरक्को, कीनिया, यहाँ के एथलीट्स करते हैं. इनको आप यूट्यूब पे देख के या कोई इंटरनेशनल इवेंट पे देख के अपना इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश करती है?
ताकि मैं
को एएफआई से या आपके जो सपोर्टर्स हैं उनसे कितना सहयोग मिलता है?
से बहुत मुझे support करते हैं कि अच्छा करेगी आगे अच्छा।
सीमा सामने थी तो थोड़ा सा डर था।
डरता था कि
ये ये आपका कद जो है वो 10,000 मीटर के 10,000 मीटर्स के जो एथलीट होते हैं वो थोड़े से लीन होते हैं। कुछ बढ़ाना चाहिए आपको ताकि थोड़ा और स्ट्रेंथ आ जाए।
हाँ वही तो कोशिश कर रही हूँ, लेकिन मेरी तबीयत पहले से ऐसी है।
आप अगर वहाँ पर कैमरा में देखेंगे तो थोड़ा
अच्छा,
सा
ठीक।
ये होगा या ऐसे आएंगे तो आखिरी जो सवाल है आपके लिए, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि आपके चेहरे पे अभी भी हंसी है। ये हंसी कहाँ से आती है?
ये गोल्ड मेडल जीतने के कारण आई है।
Well, wonderful. All that I really like. This girl is this girl from Nasik, a wonderful place. Historical, कविता राउत। कविता राउत को आपने कभी दौड़ते हुआ देखा है? वो आपसे बात करती है?
यूट्यूब पे देखा है, और एक फंक्शन था कुछ केटीएचएम कॉलेज नासिक में, वहाँ आई थी वो, तभी देखा है मैंने सामने से, बस
Wonderful.
कभी बात नहीं की।
Wonderful. I'm sure in uh, chat with this girl, Kavita Raut as well. We will continue with our action. The long jump for the women in the heptathlon will get underway. Anamika is the leader with Deepika. हमारी तरफ से आपको शुभेच्छा और ऐसे ही करती रहो।
थैंक यू।
We'll go back to the combox for the next part of the event. I'm through. Thanks. So from the women's 10,000 meters, we now head to the long jump in the heptathlon, which is the fifth event. Anamika, the leader in this event with 3,270. There she was at her jump. Well, the red went up. Started at 7:15, so this would have as many as 9 of the participants in the women's heptathlon. So 5.29 meters for Anamika. She'll have to keep her eye on what Deepika does. Kajal representing Haryana. Anamika represents Kerala. That's Anamika and Deepika, are products of the Inspire Institute of Sports. Kajal lying in the 7th place, 2007-34. So what a race that Ravina Gaikwad ran. Very humble girl. She says, I saw Kavita Raut in a function somewhere, but I have not had a chat with her. I'm sure Kavita Raut will share her experience with the young girl. The 21-year-old. Neeta Kumari of Rajasthan. 6th in the board, 2,752 points after 4. The women's long jump in the heptathlon, and then at 8:15, this 5.05. So Anamika has done well to secure some important points. At 8:15 would be the javelin throw for the women, which would be the 6th event of the heptathlon. The long jump pit is at the far side. That's where the back straighted and the start of the 200 meters. The long jump and the triple jump area. Today or this afternoon we also have the men's long jump, which will feature Sri Shankar Murli. Sonu Kumari is in position 3 after 4 events. She gets some important points. The difference between her and Deepika is just 29 points. So she's got to pip Deepika by quite a distance in this event, 5.14. That's decent for her. She is right now in position 3, as I said, in the heptathlon. So if she does manage to get some extra yards in the long jump, she has the possibility of catching up with Deepika. Deepika, of course, will also get herself energized to jump farther than Sonu. 3 different states, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, dominating the women's heptathlon. But the 5.29 for Anamika would continue to have her progress on the leaderboard. Isha Negi represents Uttarakhand. Dehradun, the capital hosting the national games, that would have got her inspired to become the perfect girl or the perfect woman or the all-round girl. The decathlon and the heptathlon are all about being all-round athletes. 5.07, good enough or decent enough, above 5. I'm told she is actually from Thana. She's representing Uttarakhand. So originally she must be a girl from Uttarakhand. Meeranjan Negi, remember the name? The Indian hockey goalkeeper. A famous movie was based on his life, Chak De India. And that's become a iconic movie for sports and sportsmen and sports lovers. So that's the red for number 2, Deepika. Sakshi Chavan, remember? The name Chavan itself is from Maharashtra, of course. These days there are no boundaries. You settle down in any part. Sakshi Chavan represents Gujarat, but she's a girl from Maharashtra. Negi from there, the cross indicates that she didn't have a valid jump. Thane continues to have Thane and the entire belt, in fact, the outskirts of Mumbai produces some wonderful young athletes. Mumbai no longer does as it did in the past. I hope I'm wrong on that score. Akshata, Karnataka at the long jump. We've got a total of 9 women in the heptathlon. 2 names which come to mind readily, in fact 3 names. JJ Soba, the national record 6,211 way back in 2004. And Soma Biswas, the meet record 6,186. That's the leader there, Anamika. 5.29 in the last jump. What does she have now? Yes, she's got the white up there. So, better 5.29, she'll pick up more points. That's the girl who was very unfortunate last year. Her brand new spikes got stolen when she was at an athletic meet. 5.56, that's good. That's good from 5.29. Well, she seems to be improving with every outing. So Anamika continues to lead this long jump and the heptathlon. Kajal, Haryana. She'll be wanting to move from 7 to at least 6 and 5. 2007-34. So from the number 6, so in the long jump at 5.13, she is lying in second. That might give her the luxury of getting her to number 6 or 7, because the difference between her at 7 and 6 is very marginal. Just 18 points. And between her and number 5 is 19 points. In fact, she could perhaps even slip into position 4 after the long jump. Clearly missing the board there. I could see it from here. The red wasn't required for my eyes. That was Nita Kumari. So a few of these athletes, long jumpers, seem to be good to cross 5 meters, but surely the pick has been the leader, Anamika, now up to 5.56 meters. Got some big points there as a result of that jump earlier on. Deepika unfortunately fouled her jump, and she'll have to maintain that momentum the way she's done it in the first 4 events to stay in the second place. And the third girl that I did mention, spoke about JJ Soba and Soma Bishwas. The third girl is the then Pramila Ayappa, now Pramila Bolanda, in the heptathlon. Pramila also used to be a long jump specialist. Is also a 100 hurdles girl. But the heptathlon was her forte. Her daughter now, Unnati Ayappa, getting into the fold, 200 and the hurdles under the watchful eyes of the father, Ayappa. There's so many stories of a husband and wife, a combination which has done well in Indian athletics. Yesterday we were lucky to meet, or I was lucky to meet the Ranjit family, 4.80 Mahadevi. We had Ranjit Maheshwari, the former Asian jumper, and the wonderful V.S. Sureka, now Sureka Ranjit. Both settled in, they're both in Mumbai, not settled, they both are in Mumbai. Ranjit is with the Indian Railways. It's always a pleasure to talk to the couple. Sureka, of course, I meet very often at various meets. So while the long jump continues, Mani gets me one more of the results. Sai, Ravina Gaikwad, 35 minutes 09.57, the gold. Reba George of Kerala, 36:00.63. And D. Lata of Tamil Nadu, 36 minutes 19.07. Very disappointed that Seema did not complete, although she dominated the event for virtually 3/4 of the race. So we should be now coming to the finish of the long jump in the heptathlon. They'll get a break and then move to the next event, which is going to be the 6th event of the heptathlon. That's the javelin throw. This girl will have to get a clear jump, number 1, and look for the 5 meter plus if she needs to be in number 2 position. Deepika represents Tamil Nadu. She is in second with 3,032 points.
Ladies and gentlemen,
4 seconds,
seeking your
5
attention
seconds
towards
of
the victory podium,
a silent prayer.
I'd like to call upon
Concentration.
Mr. Sri Kumar sir, the senior technical official, World Athletics, bronze level referee, and Mr. Karthikeyan sir, a senior technical official and a chief judge, Finnish judge in the Tamil Nadu Athletic Association, to felicitate the
We now going to
10,000
have the
meter
presentation
women
of the
medal bearers.
morning session, the 10,000 meters for the women.
bronze medal is bagged by D. Lata from Tamil Nadu with a performance of 36 minutes,
Presentation being done
19.07
by
seconds.
Shri Kumar. He's a World Athletics bronze level. We got a fair number
The
of
silver medal is bagged by Reba George of
children.
Kerala
That's the
with a performance
bronze
of
medal.
36 minutes,
and Deepika
Point
I
zero
understand,
zero
at
six
the
three
far side
seconds.
has got 576, making amends for that foul jump. 576 will push her. Who knows? She might even get
And the first
slightly
place,
better or
the
closer
gold
to
medal is
Anamika.
bagged by Ravina Gay from Maharashtra with a performance of 35 minutes, 09.57 seconds. I kindly request the judges to step forward for a photo. Congratulations, medal bearers. Thank you, Mr. Sri Kumar sir and Mr. Karthikeyan sir, for felicitating the medal winners.
So we might see a change in the fortunes just at a time when Deepika was in sight of losing that number 2 position to Sonu Kumari. She got herself pumped up, went to 5.76 meters in the long jump. And that will keep her alive in that second position. We are back to the leader. 5.29 and she's improved to 5.56. The first part is the fact that she's got a valid jump. So that's the important part. The next part, has she got herself better than 5.56? Every centimeter or every inch will add. Yes, she has 5.64. She's improved with every outing, moving up from 5.29 to 5.64. A wonderful hot cup of tea in the morning in the com box. He does all the work there, Sai. Always nice on a Sunday morning to have a hot cup of tea. It's been Sai's effort. These should be the final stages of the long jump in the heptathlon. You know, like the outside, the com box also has a lot of fun there. Some nice Hindi music going around. 5.08 for Kajal, number 5 position there. Round 3 of the long jump. Today is the final day, the afternoon session. Starting off with the High jump for women, we're going to miss Pooja, the girl from Haryana. I wonder why she's not here. We then have the big one, the javelin throw for the men final. There are as many as 6 or 7 of the top stars. That's going to be an event to watch out for. I hope the organizers keep the mark at 80 meters. I still recollect in Bhubaneswar, there was a big question, should we keep a 90-meter mark? And they didn't. They kept 70 and 80 meters, and the Sri Lankan, Patirage, threw the javelin to 85.76 meters. So just imagine a small country, Sri Lanka, getting a javelin thrower capable of being in the top 10 in the world. That's an amazing feat. 85.76. Every Indian looks for this event. 6 or 7 of them are all above 80-meter mark. Talking of Sri Kumar earlier on, we'll talk about him at the end of this jump. Bronze medal. There are a fair bit of bronze medalists. A bronze level, not bronze medalists, bronze level officials. I wonder how many of them active now. Over a dozen? More. 40 plus bronze level officials, and then you got the silver as well. So we got 3 silver level officials. I'm sure the silver will go to the gold. They have tough examinations by the World Athletics. I'm told that for the silver, you got to be nominated by the Asian body. And the world body, of course, the World Athletics, of course, approves it. The 10,000 meters, which ended some time ago, Ravina Gaikwad, a reminder from the city of Nasik, winning the first gold in the morning on the final day, bettering her timing. Sonu Kumari 5.15. We're now approaching 8 a.m., 7:52 in the morning. We'll have one more event after the women's long jump in the heptathlon. That will be the javelin throw. That will be event number 6. And the evening will end with the 800 meters for the women in the heptathlon. So Isha Negi 5.26. There was a time here when she got that 5.26 and Deepika was under pressure. This girl. And then she came up with a beauty, 5.76. It just changed the entire complexion of the event. We all felt that that jump for Isha Negi might get her to the second place, but this girl had other ideas. Anamika and Deepika both are part of the JSW Inspired Institute of Sports, supported by them. That's why they hang around together under the coach Arun Lal. Yesterday when Anamika was attempting 1.79, she cleared some of the heights with ease, and when she was attempting 1.79, Arun Lal, a coach, was on the far side, passing on some very important. Yes, this girl continues 5.66, but she's got 5.76, so that should be good enough. She's in fact in number 1 position in the long jump. That's the end of the long jump in the heptathlon with Deepika. That 5.76 might just get her closer. Who knows? She might even slip herself into position number 1. We will take a short break because the long jump is over. We will be back for our continued live telecast at 8:15 a.m. The javelin is slated at 8:15 a.m. That's about 19 minutes from now. Welcome back here for the final event of the morning, and that's the javelin throw for the heptathlon, 36.64 for Anamika. This is the sixth event, and then in the afternoon you will have the 800 meters. The leaders continue to remain where they were. Anamika with 4011 separates Deepika 3809 and Sonu Kumari 3663 points after 6 events. Obviously means that both Deepika and Sonu Kumari will have to get something big out of the bag and hope that Anamika does not get those big ones. Also remember that the heptathlon and javelin will have 3 rounds and not 6 like the main event. Neeta Kumari in 6th position with 3,325. So the contest actually will boil down to Anamika, Deepika, Sonu Kumari and Isha Negi. The others from position 5 down have a huge difference. Isha Negi 3,606 is 58 points short of number 3. So she'll obviously want to pick up some big points to move into 3 and a bronze medal likely position. The 800 is still there after this. The rarity of a javelin where you have a southpaw, that's a left-hander. We'll watch very closely for these girls. That's the girl in number 3, 21.37 for Sonu Kumari on her first throw. So we got 30 meters and then 40 meters. The two indicators in the women's heptathlon, the javelin throw. The morning of Sunday, the 5th and the final day of the 64th National Interstate Athletic Championships. Isha Negi should be 33, 34. Well, every meter is a huge difference. 34.02. This is an opportunity for Isha Negi to get the better of Sonu Kumari and slip into number 3. That's the girl in number 2, Deepika, Tamilnadu. 3,809 points after 6. After 5, correction. The 6th is on now. Watching this live streaming, remember that the afternoon 31.83 for Deepika. The afternoon session will get you the men's javelin along with the other finals. The men's javelin has some of India's top javelin throwers. We'll start with the high jump for the women at 5 p.m. The men's javelin will feature the who's who of Indian athletics except Neeraj Chopra. And of course, DP Manu is not there, Kishore Jana is not there. But else, all the 6 or 7 of the top will be there. You got Shivam Lokare representing Maharashtra. He trains at the Army Sports Institute in Pune. That's the leader, Anamika. Yes, that should be, well, is it a red? Yes, it is a red. So, just going back to the men's javelin, Shivam Lokare, Vikrant Malik, Shashank Patil, Uttam Patil, Sahil Silva, Manjinder Singh, Yashveer Singh, Rohit Yadav, Sachin Yadav. What a lineup this is in the men's javelin in the afternoon. It's going to be a mouth-watering contest. These are the women in the heptathlon, the javelin. So of the 11 slated to take part, we will get the official confirmations when they report to the call room in the afternoon. But of the 11, virtually 9 or 10 of them are the top throwers, all doing 80 plus, not capable. They're doing 80 plus. And 80 plus is now becoming a norm for the men javelin throwers. Yesterday we saw a very one-sided contest in the women's event where Anu Rani stole the show. She did not get close to her achievements. Anu Rani has been one of the big stars of Indian women's javelin throwing. That could be a no show again. No, it's being given to her. It's being given to her. 28.15. The two markers indicating 30 meters and 40 meters. Some of them have been able to scale 30 plus. Best has been Anamika with 36.64. So she will continue to be the leader. The second was a no throw or a one which was not counted. The second round of the women's javelin in the heptathlon. 7 in the women's to make a perfect woman. 10 in the men. Stalin Jose and Kushare were the two, or Mohite correction. Kushare was the high jump. Moite the gold and the silver. She's doing well to get 34.95. So she is now moving ahead of Isha Negi. Isha Negi 34.02. And Sunu Kumari hurling the javelin to 34.95. Still in the second round of the throws. It's been 3 years that the wonder boy, the blue-eyed boy of Indian sports, I'm not saying only athletics, of Indian sports, Neeraj Chopra, is once again qualified for the finals of the Diamond League. He's skipping one or two of the events, obviously preparing himself for the big occasion. We're also going to have the World Championships where he will be in action representing India. And then you have the Commonwealth Games, the Asian Games, and then the lead up to the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. So Deepika there with the second round. She had 31.83. She's now got 31.30. 31.83 remains her best. And that is the second best here in the javelin. So that keeps her very much there. Moving to round 3, do we? We are moving into round 3. That's the final round of the javelin for the heptathlon. Short of 30, that keeps all these athletes who are short of 30 still way back, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. It's good to keep on learning. There's no harm. These are all young girls. That's the leader then, Anamika. Her best throw, 64.64. She'd fouled the second. Well, that's not going to help her. That's not going to help her. She will continue to stay at 36.64. 36.64, that's her best. She's got a second cross against her name. That should end her story in the javelin. But she will remain in the top going into the final event of the day in the afternoon. I've been emphasizing both in the decathlon and in the heptathlon that it's not the position, it's the time that you secured for yourself in the runs, the distance that you've secured for yourself in the throws, and the heights that you cleared in the jumps. Height or the distance. Long jump would be the distance, high jump would be the height. So that would determine the number of points that you get for yourself, and the position might help because obviously as the number one, you've done that much better. Inspiration for these girls, J.J. Soba, Soma Biswas, Pramila Bulanda. In my collection of photographs, I have a nice photograph sitting with Pramila Bulanda at Kathmandu at the SAF Games. She was a young girl then. I'm going back to late 1990s, about 28, 29 years ago. The SAF Games in Kathmandu, where she was representing India in the heptathlon. You start the evening session at 1700 hours with the high jump for the women. National record of Sahana Kumari of 2012 still intact, 1.92 meters, which is also the meet record. Both of them were set at the same venue, Hyderabad, the famous Gachibowli Stadium, 35.93 for Sonu. That's a good one. So Sahana Kumari, the national record holder, 2012. It's been a long time. 13 years that record still stands. Once again, a family from the sports world. Husband B.G. Nagaraj, the former 100 meters runner. And now the daughter, Pamana Nagaraj. Likewise, the Bulanda family, where you have the daughter Unnati Ayappa. Should be the final moments of the javelin throw for the women in the heptathlon. Isha Negi's best throw has been 34.02 at the first outing. Deepika, for you. She was looking at bettering 31.83, which was her first attempt, but she should be hovering around that figure. She's crossed 30 meters, 31.13, which she finishes off. Her lowest throw, 31.83, 31.30 and 31.13. That concludes the morning session with the javelin in the heptathlon. A reminder that we will come up with the final of the high jump, the javelin throw final for the men, the long jump final for the men, big name there, Sri Shankar Murli. The final event for the women, the 800 meters heptathlon, the 3000 meters steeplechase for the men and the women, the 4x400 meters relay for the men and women to finish off day 5 and the culmination of the 64th National Interstate Senior Athletic Championship at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. We'll be back for live action at 5 p.m. or a little before 5 p.m. this evening from us out here at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Chennai. Have a wonderful Sunday morning. Have a great breakfast. Have an early lunch. Don't sleep. Come back at 5 o'clock.